I can go and whoa. Sometimes I need a check, not the sneakers, but the ones that make you watch your step. It changed.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Giants and the Washington football team. Taken about 7 yards deep. They had no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
He's tackled at the 20.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's got room. He's at the 40, the 20. And he's going to get this all the way down to Washington's 24-yard line. 15. A tremendous play there from Saquon Barkley. 51 yards.
1st down, Giants.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And to give this time to the tailback. Give them maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
No gain on the play. And it brings up 3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. He's at the 50, the 30, 10.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
It was 3rd down defensively. They were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now Jones. He'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. Jones give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Handoff to Barkley on the option.
And Barkley did not get there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And this is caught. He hits more. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. first down carry for Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Looking for Shepard deep. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one good for 37 yards. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Giants. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see. Great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. McDonald flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, as a quarterback, sometimes you just got to know when the clock has gone off in your head, it's time to go. Tuck it and get all you can.
On first down, it's Gibson, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. Tackle made by Tyus Bowser.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. of the gun. McDonald slings this deep for McLaurin. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Extra point try now for Succop. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes this Washington 14, Giants 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Off the play fake, Jones.
And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. Chase Young.
It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Down. 3rd and 13.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation. Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And it's fielded at the 34. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. And let's listen in on the call. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Now he'll try to run with this. Quick throw going to be caught by Foster. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Foster, a 5-yard gain, brings up 2nd down at the 23-yard line.
From from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
No gain on the play. It's now 3rd down and
5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down.
Mike, check, 59.
From the gun, it's McDonald. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And he fields it cleanly. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. They'll run on 1st down. Barkley. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side. 2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing, Jones. That's complete to Slayton. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards and a Giant 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. A good run got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
22, Mike 22, he's coming, 22's coming, Mike, get in the white room.
From the gun, McDonald, and he'll complete this to Gibson. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
On 1st down, McDonald, he's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. 5 in the secondary now for the Giants here on 3rd.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
They'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage.
Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Too far downfield, something those linemen have to watch out for, and that time it costs them.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. 59 Mike. 59 Mike.
On 3rd down, McDonald. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw.
Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Picked off by the former Giant, Landon Collins.
Pass intercepted. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
To throw on second down. McDonald. The Eluding the pressure right. He'll let it go deep for Foster. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Looking to throw on second down. McDonald.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Xavier McKinney.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
At the 35-yard line.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Dancing to his left. Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On second down, here's Barkley.
Barkley hit, and the ball pops free. And it's Washington that scoops it up.
And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line.
Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
On first down, it's Gibson. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
To throw on second down, McDonald. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Throwing on 3rd and long. McDonald. And he finds McLaurin. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Gibson. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. plays.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. It'll be Love to try and get the first. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Defense doing their job, really nowhere to run the football.
Yeah, it's almost textbook, wasn't it? Every place he tried to find an open spot, there just wasn't one. Congrats to the defense, no gain.
Call fitting your gaps, right?
I love it. You're exactly right.
Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt like they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 and a Giant first down.
First down, New York.
Final minute now of the third quarter. Jones now on first down. He's going to look deep from, and this is taken in at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
New York.
DJ Moore, 50 yards. And the Giants have got it back to a one-score game. And this is up and good to make it a 17-14 game.
Washington 17. Giants 14. Graham Gano set to
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Washington takes over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a first and 10. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a first and 10. He's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
He's brought down.
Tackle made there by Jabril Peppers.
4 yards on the
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
For Washington on third down.
They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Check, 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 check.
Operating from the gun, McDonald. And that will be incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
From the 24, Jones. And his throw here's incomplete.
Whenever I see a drop like that, I have to kind of take a step back and check myself a little bit. So used to seeing those big guys make big-time spectacular plays that when they drop one, I have to remind myself, we ask a lot out of these guys. Block and catch the football, not easily done in today's NFL.
Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. After the penalty, they go with Barkley. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And this time not quite to the 30, it'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key 1st downs and big runs.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
They'll try the left side. Hairston. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, getting close to the end zone, and you know that rookie wants the ball back. He's looking for his first career touchdown.
He certainly is, and you just wonder with the coaching staff, is it trust in him this early? Are they trying to get him going, give him confidence early in his NFL career? Either way.
And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
Touchdown.
A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive, and how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Gano the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game.
That'll be taken about a yard deep.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in.
Touchdown, Washington.
They had just lost the lead. That deficit sure didn't take long to erase. They return the ensuing kickoff for a touchdown.
Love the thunderbolt that just came out of that one that puts them in the end zone and back in the lead. Your only question, your defense just gave up a score that put you behind. Well, that score you just added on the board will energize them, or do they have to go back out there and they're a tired unit? We'll soon see.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 2nd down, Hairston. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
12 yards there and a first down.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's Jones. Off play action. And that is incomplete here.
Jones.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jones. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back in Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A give to Barkley out of the gun.
And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
Kendall Fuller in on the stop.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
40 seconds to Mike. 40 seconds to Mike.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Montez Sweat in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Jones throwing on 4th down, being chased out left. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the 4th.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
At the 36-yard line.
Still 15 yards to go, 2nd down. Back to throw. Flush to his right. Out to the right here to Shepard. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
40 seconds to Mike. 40 seconds to Mike.
They'll look to throw. And he's got his target. That's more. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. They'll try the field goal now with Graham Gano.
On for the field goal, a 28-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the fourth quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Tie game, and barring something incredible here, we're likely headed to overtime.
What I would do is either hand it off inside or more likely I take a knee and let the clock run out. Because if I'm back there trying to throw and a sack happens, the ball comes free, I can lose the game here. If I get to overtime, I can still win it.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. Now a first throw here in overtime. And his throw is incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. From the gun, Jones. He's going to look deep for more. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it, but they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
And part 1 is done, now part 2. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Check 50, check 50. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Cowboy 80.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Now that's a play to applaud, because these RPOs, things happen so quickly. And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted and was there to hit him as the ball arrived at the receiver. Big-time read, big-time play.
Let me know right now, you better break. Hey, switch gears, switch gears. Play 56, Mike, 56. Here we go, D. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. Strip the ball.
To throw on third down. McDonald flushed out right. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. And well done here. That one will kick out of bounds at about the 8-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
47 is the Mike. 47 is the Mike.
On first down, Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. Second and 11 now. Again, it's Barkley. 9 yards on the pickup there as he'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd down.
They'll go to Barkley again. And he will get the first down as he's up to the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Jones buying time to his left. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. Got a man, Slayton. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. But you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in Week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
Jones now On 1st and 10. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again, Jones. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now another timeout called for by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Jones. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Operating from the gun, Jones. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a 1st down. Now whistles here and a flag down. I think a Giant jumped early. The false start backs him up 5. 1st and 15. And he'll give it here to his running back. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty. That was huge after being behind the chains on 1st down to make this 2nd very manageable.
Yeah, how much pride do you have in an offense on 1st down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on 2nd down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep a defense off balance. I like that phrase, staying ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. And some space here. And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, tried to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Giants, it was a game that could have gone either way, but they get the touchdown in overtime to secure the Week 1 victory. And they will be at home for one next week against the Las Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile, for Washington, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports. touchback as that sails over the end line. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And they're able to get this one across the 30.
That's good for a Colts. 1st and 10 at the 38.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Taylor. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion, and to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. First carry now for the Memphis man, Darrell Henderson. And right away, he lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Out of the gun, Goff. And he took that in one-handed. What a grab. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. Henderson will try and run for the 1st. And he's got the 1st, but we also have a flag on the field. And they're already walking backwards. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, here's Goff. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st. Goff going to give this one to Henderson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
Ball carrier.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now, if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
A yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd. Goff. Over the middle here to Brown. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And now this pass brought in by Brown. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And some space here. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Rams are going to take a first quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Rams take a 7-0 lead.
Rams 7, Colts nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? No. Yeah, you can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
At the 27-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
7 yards.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
A 37-yard attack.
And this one is right through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned teams down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
That one good for 12 yards. And it'll move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Nothing.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. Mott's 56. Mott's 56.
On 1st and 10, Collins. Open man is Trey Burton. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there are more people there to get him down.
And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
Operating from the gun, Collins. Got his man, that's the Pro Bowler Julio Jones. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They give to Taylor out of the gun. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 11 yards there, first down.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Collins now to throw on 2nd down. That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. Call it a gain of 3. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
And 6.
From the gun, Collins. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll look to run with Taylor. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Again, it'll be Taylor, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Colts able to get this back within a touchdown. They were able to stop him at the line on first down, but this time he punches his way through.
And sometimes just because you're stopped on the first run, it doesn't mean the play call was bad or incorrect. You might just need better execution and just a tad more determination, and they got it done on the second try.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it? Touchdowns.
And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory.
He's across.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he slings one that's incomplete. He was looking for Cooper Kupp there. 3rd down here.
But he did almost everything right. Excellent coverage, breaks on the football, just unable to haul it in and take it the other way. So he dropped an interception. The key for him now, don't dwell on it. Just move on to the next play.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. The Rams on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Goff now to throw. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams first down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The tackle made by Malik Hooker. A gain of 13 yards. First down, Rams.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Escaping the pressure right. But I think the ball's out, and the Colts pick it up. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Following the fumble recovery, Goff into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rocky Sin. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
You scared? You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. Hawk 70.
Looking to throw. Collins. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. Taylor. Solid footwork, but not able to get a whole lot. Brought down shy of the 10. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Makes it 3rd and 11.
Operating from the gun, Collins. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
As Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. And certainly not the greatest of kicks there. This one will be down inside their own 40-yard line.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
58
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete.
Goff's pass.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and
Goff
at the 31-yard line.
That'll be caught by Kupp. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. So even though it's 1st down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And his kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
To kick off for Indianapolis.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Fields this way up at the 17. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 34-yard line.
Goff will lead the Rams up here 1st and 10 at the 34. He'll set up to throw from the gun. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27.
1st down, Los Angeles.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's Goff. It's complete to Brown, right side.
Goff's
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
9 yards.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Throwing again on second down. Goff, his throw caught at about the 5. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a first down. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Rams add on to their lead. Now Goff will lead the Rams up to go for 2. Back to throw. Goff. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Rams 19, Colts 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Collins looking to throw on second down. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Samson Abukum in there to bury him for a loss of 11. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Goff on first down. He'll get this one to Kupp complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
22 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode.
And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams.
Touchdown.
Antonio Brown there to make the grab. And the Rams tack on to their advantage. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Rams 26, Colts 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. But they're looking looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing is Collins to throw on second down. Catch made here by Campbell. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
They run the option here on 1st and 10. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Well, Aaron Donald just so strong they can't block him. And he records the sack.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, 3rd quarter, 3 and out, not what they want. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted. But they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Goff. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
18 on the play. First down.
Out of the gun. Goff. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. But they needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and saying, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one. Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, Collins. He dumps this off to Mack. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
That's good.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now Collins on first down. This one into the hands of Burton. And he goes out right around the 39. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
39-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And here's Collins looking to throw on 2nd down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. And that will be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. The good kick, 48 yards, 4 on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the 4th quarter. A carry by Henderson to start the drive. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
At the 38-yard line.
38-yard line, 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Goff. Throw left side, complete to Kupp. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
3rd down.
Off play action. Here's Goff. Over the middle, that's hauled in by Kupp. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
24-yard gain on the play. And the Rams.
Goff now looking to throw. And that's incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
2nd and 10 at the 30.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Goff throwing again. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, here's Henderson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
This is caught. And the Rams are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. It's another 10 yards on that one and another 1st down. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Cooper Kupp there to make the grab. And the Rams add on to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that 1st win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
Little work still to do, though.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
At the 20-yard line.
Back to throw. Collins. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Charles, I think back to your earlier statement about the visitors being the underdogs needing to win that turnover battle. And this defense, they forced 2 turnovers so far. A big reason why they lead this game.
Yeah, and I know defenses always talk about getting turnovers in bunches, getting those takeaways.
And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Samson Abukum able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. It's a net of 40 there, punt of 48, and a return of 8. And that will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The outcome of this one, well, we know who's going to win it. It's just all window dressing at this point. Got me thinking, what's the biggest blowout that you've been a part of as a player, broadcaster?
Well, I'm not going to go to the player part because when I think blowout...
Because you won every game as a player.
No. I think about being blown out. And no one wants to go back to those memories. But, you know, when I was calling college football, I saw a game that, you know, a team put 70. I actually saw it happen twice. A team put 70 on their opponent. And in the NFL in the 2017 season, I saw one of those changing of the guard games where a team that hadn't been very good before now was dominating and kicking around a team who had been ruling their division.
And that's when you earn your paycheck, right? As the analyst, you got to fill that time.
You've got to know what's going on out there and how it all happened.
Well, obviously, that begs the question, what game was it?
That was Seattle hosting Los Angeles, the Rams.
Ah, yeah.
Their second meeting of the season, and the Rams turned it around from their first one and blew out the Seahawks.
So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Room to run past midfield. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.